that leads us to 2nd and 15. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel. It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt. An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Operating from the gun, Dalton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Dalton. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 35 on 2nd down. Dalton firing quickly here, and that's complete. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Looking to throw. Dalton on the completion. This is Carey. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. From just shy of midfield, Dalton. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield. Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. On 2nd down now, Wiley. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Back to throw, Dalton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Looking to throw. Dalton eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Dalton. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on first and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Second down and goal. Dalton. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Texans. From 10 yards out. And the Texans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
The extra point up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out come the Falcons now. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And a completion to Wilson. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Off the play fake. Rowe. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Dalton. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Dalton forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Dalton. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Dalton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, just was unsuccessful.
They'll start out here with the option left. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Rowe. It's brought in by Wilson. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Atlanta, they finish oh so close to perfection in the regular season, but this win in the final weekend gives them a final mark of 16-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it'll be double digits in losses as they fall to 7-10 for their final mark. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved.